Good day everyone, I'm Krista Eksha from BSAE ICT 3B. Today the topic that I will be going to discuss is all about types of appropriateness of assessment methods. Assessment methods have to be appropriate all the time. This is not a choice but a must in order to make assessment valid. So what is assessment? Here it is. The assessment is the ongoing process of gathering, analyzing, and reflecting on evidence to make informed and consistent judgment to improve future student learning, or it is what we call the evaluation of students gain knowledge of the past or previous discussion. Let's proceed on the common types of appropriateness of assessment methods. First is written response instrument. This includes the objective test, multiple choice, true or false matching type, or short answer tests like essay, examination, and checklist. The example of these are the objective test, and it is the appropriate for the various levels of the hierarchy of educational objectives. Here the example, I prepared the pictures of it. Basically, we're all familiar on this type of test, especially when we are elementary. Nagawa na natin yung mga gantong klaseng exam, di ba? Na-experience na natin. So, let's proceed on the second, which is the essay. Essay, when a properly planned, can test the students' grasp a high-level cognitive skills, particularly in areas of application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Most of the time, as a we are future educator, we need to become a proficiency proficient on essay because it will reflect on our performance as a facilitator or in order to become effective teachers in the future. So the next is the product rating scale. These scales measure products that are frequently rated in education such as book, reports, map, charts, diagram, notebook, essay, and creative endeavor of all sorts. You will see on the slide I prepare a two examples of these, and the first one is indicate the levels rate, and the second is semantic differential scale. You will see the difference between them. And number three is performance test. One of this is the performance checklist, which consists of the list of behaviors that makes up a certain type of performance. Number four, it is the oral questioning, an appropriate assessment method when the objectives are to the students' stock knowledge and to determine the student's ability to communicate ideas in a content verbal sentence. Basically, a lot of educators are commonly use a oral questioning to evaluate a student based on their understanding or what they learn about the topic. It also considers state of mind, which is cognitive, feelings, anxiety, nervousness that most of us have been encountered. Next slide is selecting appropriate assessment methods. These assessment methods are not selected in isolation. They are intimately connected with the learning outcomes set for the unit. The graduate attributes we are aiming to develop in students and the pedagogical approaches we use in our teaching. For a better understanding about it, observation, effective teacher observe their students from the time they enter the classroom. During instruction, teacher observe students' behavior to gain information about students' level of interest and understanding of the material or activity. As a future educator, you need to observe in order to understand your student behavior, because a lot of students have their special or different interests in subject. And it is very important in the field of teaching, in order for you to become an effective teacher. It leads you to improve or progress a lot. It also help educator to know what they next move to get the attention of their students. Next is questioning. Teachers ask questions for many instructional reasons, including keeping students' attention on the lesson, highlighting or important points and ideas, promoting critical thinking, allowing students to learn from each other's answer, and providing information about students' learnings. Like what I've said a while ago, questioning is a very important to know if your student is still have an attention of the lesson, or if the student still listening on the topic. So kung mapapansin nyo nga, yung mga teacher gumagamit sila ng ibang way, like nagbibigay sila ng mga prize to make their students have an interest on their subject, para mas magkaroon sila ng willingness na makinig. Nagkakaroon sila ng mga prize, ganun. Most of us naman, na-experience yan nung tuwing elementary, di ba? That's the strategy sa mga teachers to get the attention of their students. Especially yung mga may mga students kasi na mga nahihiya lang magsagot, ganun, kahit na yung mga idea nila is very, ano naman, very relatable, or may sense naman talaga. Kaso nahihiya lang sila mag-recite kasi nagkakaroon sila ng self-esteem rather. So, ayun. So, that's all. I hope you learn a lot about my topic. So let's proceed. To the next presenter, and this is my references. I hope you learn, and thank you for listening.